There he is. Get him. Oh, is that a decent one? I found a little school. Oh, that might be a decent one. Welcome back, everybody. So it is a balmy 35 degrees out. We are still trying to catch that 4-pounder, do that lure box giveaway. So stay to the end of the video to hear more about that. But we are going all in today with probably one of our last trips of the open water season to see if we can't get into one. Let's get after it. When the water is this cold and getting close to ice, there's very, very few baits that I throw. I'm throwing the swim baits, jigs, and the jerk baits, and that's about it. So occasionally I'll throw some drop shot stuff and whatnot, but those are my 3 go-to. So that's what we're doing today. And to go even more all in, I've got some live bait too, because I just really want to catch a decent sized fish and give away this box. But let's get out there, start chucking some lures, and hopefully catch a couple. Like I said, we are going all out. So we are going to go ahead and drift a little sucker. Perfect size for some bass. We might get bit off by some pike, it's possible, but we're going to chuck him out there. Right now is a great time, if you guys ice fish, to go ahead and like reverse engineer. Wherever you found those fish last year, you know, in ice fishing season, that's probably where they're getting ready to hole up. And in all honesty, that helps you out a ton too. If you are getting ready for ice fishing, is if you can find those fish right now, make sure to mark them, because that's probably where they're going to start off in early ice, and it'll save you a ton of time on the ice. So we'll drift that guy out there and start throwing around the dark sleeper and see if we can't get into a couple. We've got our first bite on live bait. Where is she? Get him. Don't know if it's a bass or a pike. Doesn't feel real big. Probably taking down the drag just a little bit. I mean, we'll know if it's a pike if it breaks. I don't feel real small. Oh, I feel like that's teeth. Hasn't made a big run like a pike would though. So it might just be a bass with some teeth. What are we? Oh yeah, that's a bass. Not a bad one. There's the minnow, so oh, that's not a bad one. So he's probably not hooked too bad. There's, nope, right in the corner. Come on, there we go. Not a bad fish to start the day. That didn't take too long. We'll weigh him. He's not 4 by any means, but I bet he's pushing maybe a little bit over 3. All right, zero her out real quick. Yeah, oh, look at how fat they're getting. They're feeding up. That was such a lazy bite too. I didn't see it go under, but it barely pulled. Oh, zero out again. And we are looking at 336. Actually, zero out of better. There we go. Just a smidge over 3. 326. 3 1/4. Not a bad way to start. So fat, getting ready for winter. There we go. And she's off. That's one minnow. Well, that's a good start. Maybe we'll get our 4. I don't want it to be on live bait, but if it is, hey, I'm happy to finally catch a decent fish. There's one. Again on live bait. Just watch it go under. Looked a little bit more of aggressive of a bite. There we go. That might be pike. Doesn't feel very big if it is a pike. I don't feel any teeth though. Could just have it hooked well. I was not able to get them to bite on a dark sleeper though. They do seem to be in grass, which is not one of my favorite places to throw a dark sleeper because it does kind of get hung up a little bit. Stay out of there. Oh, he's staying down. See a decent one? It's probably stuck in some grass, to be honest. Get out of there. I still feel him. Oh yeah, he's stuck on grass. Get out of there, buddy. I see the bobber. Just free yourself. Oh no. Let's see if we can. Let's reel in our jerk bait. Oh, he was almost hooked on our jerk bait. And then see if we can't get him. He's still on there. Still feel him. I don't have a real heavy line on though. Oh, I see him. Get out of there. I don't know if it's a piece of grass or a single stick. Get off there. I saw the fish. It's not a real big one. It is a bass though. Well, this is just ridiculous. There. Well, kinda. Now let's pull up the anchor and see if we can get over there. Come on. I don't want to break them off, especially after we saw them. He might have come undone already. There's our bobber. He is like stuck, whatever he's on. I don't feel him anymore though. He might have gotten off. I have no idea what he got into. We can try and drag the anchor over it and snag a hook or something, but I don't think there's sticks over here. Well, let's see what we can do here. I don't see the fish on there anymore. That's unfortunate. Maybe I can grab the stick with the anchor. We're gonna try and figure this out. I have no idea how, but we did get it undone, and that fish is still on. Oh, and that is, no way is that our 4-pounder. Hooked right. I don't know. I don't know if that's our 4 or not. We'll keep him in the water because he's probably been through some things. All right. I can't believe we still ended up with that fish. So let's go ahead and make sure to zero her out. All right. And clip. She's going to be close. She is 394. That is so close to our 4. One of the biggest debacles I've ever had trying to catch a fish, that's for sure. We'll give her a second. There she goes to revive, because that was probably wild. I don't know what I was stuck on, but it did come undone, whatever it was. Wow. 394. That was almost a 1. Well, good ones are eating today. And we might catch a 4 potentially on our live bait, which it wasn't ideal, not what I wanted, but it is what it is. So let's throw out another sucker and see if we can't catch one that's 0.06 bigger. Got one on the jerk bait. That one doesn't feel too bad. Probably didn't get the greatest video of the hook set, but it was on a long pause. Oh, that's a good bass. That's a good bass. That might be the biggest one of the day. That might be our 4-pounder. Oof. That might be our 4-pounder. Such a slow bite on the long pause. That might be our 4-pounder. Come on, buddy. He's got the whole thing in there too. On the jerk bait. No, it's not a 4. Get some pliers. We'll weigh him though. Probably a smidge over a 3. See if we can't get this out easy. That one was good. That one's good. There we go. That's a good one. We'll put him on the scale. I bet he's 3 1/4 too. They're biting. All right, zeroed out. Big ones are definitely biting. 3, oh, bigger than I thought he was. 370. Smallest fish we've caught today. There's a good one. Feeding up for fall. Inches off. Smallest one we've caught is 3 1/4. That was the first one that we got on an artificial though. Just on the rip stop. I like this one a lot. I like the Vision 110s a ton, but this is a little bit of a cheaper bait that, especially when you're fishing and you get bit off by pike and stuff like that. It's nice to be able to throw something that doesn't cost $25, but all right, let's see if we can't get another one that was on such a long pause. When I fish real cold like this for jerk baits and stuff like that, I honestly will throw it out there, reel it down for a little while to get to its depth, and it is like a pop, and then it's like 8-10 seconds of a wait, and then I'll sometimes give it a couple pops, but it is so incredibly slow. If you don't know fish are there, it's a terrible way to fish, but when you know that they're there, it can get bites when other things can't. See if we can get some more. Another one on the live bait. I saw this one on Live Scope actually. It looked like a decent fish. Oh no, it came off. Oh, it came off. That was a poor hook set. Oh, I saw that one and it looked like a good fish. That was definitely a bass. Shoot. man, that's unfortunate. That was a good fish. That might have been our 4-pounder. I saw him on live scope and I thought for sure he was a pike, but clearly minnow came back with nothing wrong with him, so it was not. But well, I'm pretty sure he won't bite again, but we'll cast that sucker back out and see if we can't get him. We just threw out that sucker and got another bite. This was a... Where is he? There he is. Get him. Oh, is that a decent one? I found a little school. Oh, that might be a decent one. I found a little school on live scope. And they're decent sized fish, but they're very similar to what we were fishing with the bass puzzle grass piece. It's that 7-foot area with a bit of a weed line. Oh, there's a group of them. There's a group following this one. I don't know if you can see that on live scope, but there's a group following this bass. So there's my fish, and there's like 4 or 5 following him. That is crazy. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Wish you could, but there's my fish, and there's like 3 or 4 back there. But let's try and catch him real quick. He's not a bad one. He might get hung up in my other line. There's a bobber. Oh, definitely hung up. Of course. That's not a bad one either. We just have an absolute debacle. Just all the time. There, that one's out. Oh my. There we go. That's the smallest of a day. Maybe a 2.5 pounder. Let him go. There's some bigger ones in there. I think before I throw out another sucker, we're gonna throw out the jerk bait or something like that, because they seem to be in one area and I keep casting live bait there. So see if we can't catch one on an artificial. Seeing how they're stacked up so well. Got another one on live bait. This one I saw on live scope too. Did not look too bad. There we go. Got him. This was on a little bit bigger of a sucker. Oh, I thought we lost him for a second. Is this going to be a 4? They are so stacked right there. I threw in the dark sleeper and the jerk bait. Oh no, it's not a bad one. There's so many good ones in this one area. This is crazy. I wish they were just biting a little bit better on things besides live bait, but I'm not going to complain. That's our 4. That is 100% our 4. Oh, he's not hooked well. He is not hooked well. Oh, nope. Look at him. Oh, it's not a 4. He's kind of, if he was filled out. Oh no, he was stuck all right. If he was, oh, look at his mouth. Holy cow. Here, we'll weigh him, but he's definitely not. He's close, but not it. But I can almost guarantee there is one over there that is 4. I think that one that we lost was probably 4. Because he looked massive on live scope. we got? 370. If he was filled out like the other one, he probably would have been our 4, because he's a little bit longer. Oh my gosh, he's got some beat up tail. Let him go. Holy cow. This is phenomenal. Let's see if we can't get another one. They're just so well stacked right in this area. Another one. Or he's messing with it. Just instantly threw back in there. Oh, it's gone. Yep, he's got it. That was a bigger sucker too. Give him a second to eat. That was a bigger sucker. Where is he? There he is. Oh, we lost him. Shoot. Should have set the hook just a little bit harder. That's a big sucker for bass fishing. At least this late. He's still alive. We'll let him go back out there. There's still a group of them. Man. There's 2 that came up to him already. I just wish they would eat a jerkbait or a dark sleeper as well as they're eating these guys. I can't imagine it'll be too long before he gets bit. Oh, there comes one. I see him. There's 2 of them actually. I don't know if you guys can see that. So there's my baits right there, and there's a fish. And he's got it. Give him a second. I feel him. He's got it. Oh, we pulled it out. I wonder if it's a smaller fish trying to eat him. He didn't look real big. This sucker's been through it. This is crazy. It's been a while since I've found fish this well stacked up. There's another 3, look right down there. He's probably being stared at as we speak. Yep, there's one right on him. There's 2 on him. Oh, they swerved him. He's probably not looking the healthiest down there. Let's check out the... There's one that's looking at him. Oh, has he got him? Yep, he's got it. We'll give him a second to eat. He definitely's got him though. This is so crazy. This is so much fun. There. All right, give him another second. If these are small fish, that's a kind of a big sucker. So they might not be able to get the whole thing in their mouth. All right, let's get them. I feel them. Got him. All right. We're definitely throwing the jerkbait in after this. There's no way that they shouldn't eat that just as quick. This one doesn't feel quite as big. But he ate the biggest sucker that we threw out there. He's probably the smallest. But look at the size of bait they're trying to eat. That's crazy. Like they're feeding up for fall. That's almost half as big as he is. Smallest by far. He might be 1.25 pounds. Alright, we're throwing... This sucker's definitely not alive anymore. But we'll throw in the jerkbait, see if we can't catch one of those. There's a couple good ones out there. Oh, there's one big one. This is so much fun. Got another one on live bait. That one took a little while. Didn't hit immediately. Again, it's a little bit bigger of a sucker, but they don't seem to mind. There he goes with it. Get him. At least for now. Doesn't, oh, I was about to say it didn't feel real big. Maybe it was bigger than I thought. Oh, he came off. Oh, no. We lose our sucker? No, we still got the sucker. Shoot. How's the sucker doing? He's still alive. Man, that one felt good. I mean, not initially, but man, I don't want to let these fish eat it for too long either, because we're not planning on keeping. I don't want to keep a bass anyway. I don't want them to gut hook it. Shoot. That run it took, it might have been a decent fish. Got another one on live bait. Feeler. There she's. There she's swimming with it. Alright. Yep, there she is. Get him. Is that a good one or not? Came right up to the surface. That's probably not a good sign. Took a little while to get this one to bite. At some point in time, I was figuring that you weren't going to have that many stacked up willing to eat, but oh no. We got another one that went into the grass. Can't feel it anymore. Oh, there it came. Still on too. How big are you? Please be a 4. Staying down. After it first came up, like right away, I didn't think it was very big, but it might be a decent one. I haven't seen it yet. There's our, somehow our shiner made it all the way up to the bobber. Don't get my anchor. I don't think that's a 4, but it's another good one. That might be a 4. No, it's definitely not. Definitely not. They're still biting. Wait, you real quick. Why don't you guys eat artificial though? 0'd. Going just over 3. We are looking at, I am so off with weights, 370. We're flirting with a 4 so badly. They are thick though. There we go. She's off. Got another one on live bait. There we go. Where are you at? she's got it. Oh boy. I don't know if that's a bass or a pike. That is angry. That might be a pike. I did have a pike chase my jerkbait to the boat. So that could be what this one is. I only have 10-pound leader on there, so if it is a pike, probably get bit off. But that thing took off. There's still a bunch of bass around there though. Oh, that feels like teeth. Or weeds. No, we're in weeds. Again. Still feel the fish though. Come on. Oh, she's in the weeds. Get out there. There we go. No, I'm pretty sure that's a bass. Oh, coming right at us. And right down. Yeah, it's a bass. Not a very big one. Sounding real greedy now. Oh, barely had it. 2.5. 2 3/4. Here we go. Got another one. It's been a bit since we've had a bite, and I had to downsize our shiners quite a bit, so I think we might have had a little bit of a bite window, and there it is. Got him. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to catch them. It actually started snowing for just, oh, we popped off. It actually just started snowing just a little bit ago too. That was a small sucker. Didn't feel like a real big fish either, but I think our chances of catching our 4 are diminishing pretty quickly. But let's chuck another sucker on. We got a little bit of time left, not a ton. Hope for the best. Well, that is it for today. We had a flurry of bites and some good fish, but we did not catch a 4-pounder by a 0.06 ounce, which is wild. But a very good day. I was very happy. I wish we could have caught some more on some artificials, but it is what it is. For whatever reason, they didn't want to eat anything artificial for the most part, and were willing to eat some pretty large suckers, which was kind of odd. But nevertheless, we might try and come back out here again, obviously weather permitting. It's still snowing a little bit right now, so I don't know that we will be able to get back out before there starts to be some skim ice and stuff like that, but we will most certainly try. But that being said, we didn't catch a 4-pounder, so let's get back to the house and go ahead and put another lure in the box. All right, we made it back home after a wildly cold, but in all honesty, probably one of the best bass fishing days that we've had in quite a while. Unfortunately, almost all of it was due to live bait, but that can very much happen when the water gets really cold. So we did end up catching a pretty decent bass on that jerkbait, but for the most part, the live bait definitely did the heavy lifting. Again, if you do have ice in your area, making sure to go back to those areas that did really well for you at last open water is going to make it wildly easier for you to go ahead and find those fish during ice season. I will most certainly go back out there to that spot first on first ice to see if those fish are still there, and if they're not, they're probably relatively close there somewhere. So that's what we'll be doing. We don't have too much longer before ice, so our days are numbered for catching a 4-pounder. I think we caught a 4-pounder today. Obviously, we were trying to weigh it in a boat, so that isn't always the most accurate. It did flash 4 for a half second, but locked out at 394, 396, whatever it was. So right there, but we'll stay honest with it and not, keep giving baits until we end up with a legitimate 4-pounder or December 1st comes around. But that being said, if you're new to the channel, we are doing a lure box giveaway. We have so much stuff in there, it's ridiculous. We'll probably do a recap of it in the next couple videos at some point in time. But just loads of stuff in there for somebody to potentially win. We are doing this in a series format, so every video that we hadn't caught a 4-pounder, we put a lure in the box. Obviously, it's getting towards the end of our time, and we haven't caught a 4-pounder, so this box is absolutely loaded. We'll be doing that giveaway if we catch a 4-pounder, or it'll be December 1st, whichever happens first, and it'll happen over on Instagram. So make sure to like, comment, share, follow along. Let anybody know who potentially wants the opportunity to go ahead and win that stuff. Make sure that they are aware also. But that being said, we got insanely close to a 4-pounder, but it wasn't one. So we'll have to go ahead and put another lure in the box. With it getting very, very cold, regardless whoever gets this, it's going to be cold for at least those bass. So we are going with the theme of just, I guess, finesse fishing for the most part. So one of the best finesse fishing lures you could possibly use, regardless how much people like or hate it, is probably the Ned rig. I throw in the Ned rig a ton all times of the year, but especially when it starts getting really, really cold like this. So we'll throw a couple of these Sakoshi bugs in there. I've actually done really, really well with them. I've actually caught trout on those too. Yeah, again, overflowing. And you can't ever throw a Ned rig without some sort of Ned head, so we'll throw that in the box too. So lots of stuff, but as always, if you guys like the video, if you wouldn't mind liking, and if you want to see more videos like it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Till the next one.